And welcome to the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank.
Yeah.
And we're ready for today's boys matchup between the Kearney High Bearcats and the Fremont Tigers in another district game. Rowdy's here in full force tonight, and we're excited for this ball game. The Fremont Tigers coming into this game, they have not had that great of a season. They've only won about one game, if I do remember. They are 1-8 on the year. The Bearcats are even 500 at 3-3.
Yeah, they are 1-6 on the season.
1-6 on the season, so they're a little bit of rough sledding so far this season.
Their last game was a loss to Cooper Hills, a 55-36 loss. Their leading scorer, number 5, Drew Ceylon. He leads the team by far with 21 points. We've got a quick video preview before we get started. We'll be right back.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system.
But we all know what this is gonna be. You came and failed the test, you met the best, expected chess, but got monopoly. I came and bought you out, I knocked you out, I cropped you out with no apologies. I am the hope, the heart, the faith, the spark, the one who will fulfill the prophecy. You are just not on my level. You are just not on my level. You are just not on my level.
All right, and now here we have the starting lineups here for the Kearney High Bearcats. We have Caden Miller, Jack Dahlgren, Jack Mundorf, Parker Weiss, and back from injury, checking into his first game in a while, we have Will Vanderbeek. We're happy to have him back. He's been he's a vital part of our defensive game plan. He really holds down the paint very well.
I didn't have our sheets ready for this game, but normally he's been averaging about 2 blocks a game that he's played in. So really,
that's really impressive, especially for high school.
Yeah, he is a big part of defense.
Yeah.
An issue at the scores table. Or not. We'll just get going.
And we're going to kill it for a second. Not sure what's going on here.
Resetting.
They're going to reset the scoreboard.
Just going to re-jump here.
All right, I think we're up and running now.
All right, Mr. Hogue has given us a thumbs up, and we're ready to play basketball here.
Hogue's up top. We got Whitty with us down there. Whitty's breaking stuff.
Oh yeah. They wear similar colors. It's hard to differentiate. All right. Well,
Hogue's usually all over the place. It's a good guess just to say Hogue.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Jack Mundorf with the deep three, no good on that shot, and rebounded by Vanderbeek. He's also great. He's also a great asset when it comes to rebounding, and that pass goes out of bounds. Jack Dahlgren trying to squeeze it in there. Inbounding the ball for the Tigers will be number 44, Mason Limbach.
Going to call Parker Wise with that foul. A little too close for comfort.
And a touchdown pass
Deep
down.
throw.
That was complete for about 80 yards in that play.
Ball fumble there.
Just going to use football terminology to call a basketball game now.
Yep.
Yeah, apparently.
Number 22, Micah Moore. He's been handling the ball. Try to get into the paint right there. Limbach drives in. No good on that shot. Rebounded by Caden Miller.
Over to Dahlgren.
Dahlgren
Out to
tried to
Mundorf,
pass it out, but no good. Great defense right there. Good heads-up play by Drew Sellen.
Still scoreless.
And another great contest right there by Vanderbeek, and he comes up with the board. Parker Weiss,
Oh,
and another
straight to the
steal.
hands.
Neither team gets. No, we're gonna
Another
And
steal.
Back to
turnovers.
Parker Weiss.
So we're just going back and forth here.
Kearney gonna slow stuff down.
Yeah, both teams are showing just a little bit of rust right there.
Over to Caden Miller.
Forgot to ask this during to either coach, but I believe there was a 5-day moratorium going on for break. So I think it ended I think it ends today. So I don't believe they've had practice for 5 days.
It's a good cut to the basket right there by Will Vanderbeek in there to get the first points of this ball game. And that shot is good by Mason Limbach. He gets the Tigers on the board.
Two Bearcats at the scores table, Ben Johnson and Carter Lee.
Dahlgren is going to pass it off to Weiss. Weiss will shoot the three. No good. And great hustle right there and a great assist. Parker Weiss throws it into Will Vanderbeek. It was excellent hustle by Parker Weiss leading to that bucket. And that's going to be stolen away by Dahlgren. And Dahlgren is just going to lay it up. Rowdies look like they might have wanted a dunk right there.
They're easy points, but the excitement, I just want to see it.
Absolutely. All right. And the Tigers are taking a timeout. We're going to take that timeout as well. You're watching the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank.
Well, all my dreams are sweet.
Life is about waking up to a brand new dream. We're the local bank that's with you, wherever it leads, because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank.
Well, all my dreams are sweet.
Life is about waking up to a brand new dream. We're the local bank that's with you.
And we're back here at the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. Bearcats lead 6-2 in the opening moments of this ball game. And it's going to be Micah Moore taking the ball up for the Tigers. Moore being pressured. There's going to be a foul called, I believe, on Caden Miller. That's going to be his first foul of this game. Throwing the ball in will be Carter Sintek. Carter Lee in this game now for the Bearcats, along with Ben Johnson. Lee will get the steal off the tip pass. Try to throw a nice bounce pass down to Mundorf, but it goes out, and that's going to be a pass foul right there. Ben Johnson called for that foul. And Sintek once again will inbound. So it tells me it's going to be a little bit of a closer game than the last one so far. Once the Bearcats can get the offense going a little bit smoother.
A lot more yelling in this one.
A great passing. My goodness.
That was
Great play right there by Micah Moore, putting a shoulder into Carter Lee, putting him to the deck and cashing it in.
Try to draw the charge.
Oh, that was a no-look pass from Caden Miller to frick.
Parker Weiss got
Parker
fouled
Weiss.
right there, so he's going to go to the line and shoot two. And Mason Limbach is going to be called for the foul. That's his first. Weiss's first shot is good. And a lot of subs coming in here for the Bearcats. Vanderbeek will check in. Cole Feddersen will check in. And it looks like Parker Weiss is going to be checking in for Weiss. And a little toilet bowl in right there. So Weiss goes 2 for 2 on his trip to the line. Gives the Bearcats an 8-4 advantage. More passes into Limbach. Limbach is going to try to drive in, and he lost it, and it's going to be off of Limbach, and it's going to be Bearcat basketball. Vanderbeek will inbound. And to Caden Miller.
Over to Dahlgren. Pass to Ben Johnson.
And Dahlgren will put it up and in.
What a shot. What a finish.
It's falling down. And
Yeah, very nice work there by Dahlgren.
yeah, great finish right there by the junior. And that shot is no good by Drew Sellen. It's going to be a jump ball. So the Tigers will retain possession. More subs coming in here for the Bearcats. Bearcats having a little bit of a quick rotation right here. A lot of subs coming in. We had Jack Mundorf, Parker Weiss, and
Carter Lee.
Carter Lee, yep.
One thing you kind of see with Bronick now is he kind of goes with these quicker rotations now that he has a little bit deeper of a bench that he uses quite often.
Mundorf's got the rebound, and he's taking it down, sends it to Parker Weiss, who kind of butterfingers it out of bounds.
We're talking about Jack Mundorf. He was like the shortest guy out of all two of those guys for the Tigers. They're going for the rebound, but still came down with it. Grit and determination got him that board right there. Ooh, and almost stolen right there by Dahlgren.
Knocked out. It's going to stay with Fremont, though. What have I done this time? Every time Goff comes over to look at the computer, I'm like, oh no, what did I do?
And that ball's going to be stolen right there. Good defense right there by Will Vanderbeek. Mundorf going to pass into Vanderbeek. Vanderbeek's going to work his way into the post and off the glass. No good.
Michael Moore's got the ball, taking it down to the Tiger side.
Stolen.
Pickpocketed.
Wow.
Been a lot of steals in this ball game.
Saw the hustle from Vanderbeek getting down there, too.
Oh.
There's going to be a foul on, I believe that is number 5, Drew Sellen. It's going to be called for that foul. Excuse me, number 24, Ryan Dix called for the foul. Checking in for Fremont will be number 13, Brady Walter.
He's a 6'4" senior, so.
Carter Lee is going to lob it up to Dahlgren. Dahlgren patient with it and puts it up and in. Great discipline right there, not going up with it with the possibility of getting blocked, but just went up and laid it in. That was a great offensive possession right there by the Bearcats.
Bearcats running their trap defense, trying to force a couple extra turnovers. It's been working for them tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And Bronick is on his feet, as is typical for this stage of the game.
And there's a foul.
Called on the Bearcats on number 5.
That was Will Vanderbeek.
There's not many times where I feel like you can hear the coach through the microphone, but I feel like that was a time that could have been heard.
Certainly. We don't have a number 2 on our roster.
I guess, it's Ty Lytle.
No, I'm talking about for Fremont.
Oh, okay. One of us can run down during halftime and check that out.
Probably should. And Carter Lee with the steal. Pass off to Parker Weiss. Weiss is going to drive in and gets the easy lay right there. And a timeout will be called by Fremont. Bearcats lead by 10 right now with 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And we're going to take that timeout as well. You're watching the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank.
There's no place quite like our middle of everywhere. We're the bank that'll help you celebrate everything it brings. Because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. There's no place quite like our middle of everywhere. We're the bank that'll help you celebrate everything it brings. Because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Welcome back to the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. Bearcats jumped out to a commanding 14-4 lead. We got 2:18 left to go. Bearcats continuing to press.
The Rowdies.
Yep.
All white.
Except for a few. I see you, Houston.
There's a few.
Few little outliers there.
Yup.
Large showing today, especially for winter break.
Oh yeah, this is a.
I didn't think we'd have this many.
Oh yeah, a lot of people traveling to see family and all that.
Prime example for us here is we are bare bones broadcast today.
Yep, just a director, our stats guy, commentator, and Mr. Cuff is on camera.
And that is a three-pointer from Carter Sintek.
Cuts the lead down to 7.
Bearcats not exactly firing on all cylinders right here.
Yeah, that
little
just kind of went
sloppy.
off Will Vanderbeek's hand.
Vanderbeek with his second steal.
Back to Caden Miller. Over to Mundorf. Miller goes up for the 3. Just misses. 21 on Tiger's side, catches it.
Right idea by Mundorf, taking it and trying to find Miller in the corner. And that three-pointer is good by Drew Sellen.
Fremont finding their rhythm here after that timeout. Might have changed that to 2.
And that ball's going to be stolen away
A third consecutive
by Brady
turnover.
Walter.
Yeah, there's their third consecutive turnover on a Bearcat possession.
And another three-pointer, and that one is off the front iron, no good. Caden Miller with the board.
Back to Dahlgren, over to Vanderbeek, and it almost hits poor Coach Bronick.
And we're going to have a timeout called by the Bearcats. And we will take that timeout as well. You're watching the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. Man.
Wherever it leads, because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank.
Well, all my dreams are sweet.
Life is about waking up to a brand new dream. We're the local bank that's with you, wherever it leads, because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank.
And we're back here at the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. Just under a minute remaining in this first quarter. The Bearcats lead 14-9. Bearcats with the ball. Dahlgren will inbound to Miller. Miller finds Lee. Lee to Vanderbeek.
Over to Mundorf.
No,
Miller.
Miller's going to find Dahlgren across court. He's going to put up a 3, and that is no good. Just a little short, and trying to get a quick transition bucket right here. And good defense right there by Dahlgren, trying to get that out.
Caden Miller with another amazing play to keep the ball in bounds.
And Mundorf is going to pass it off to Vanderbeek. Vanderbeek is getting it off to Miller. Miller to Mundorf. And Vanderbeek, 4-3, knocks it down at the buzzer.
Second before the buzzer, Vanderbeek with noticing he didn't have enough time hitting the 3.
All right, so we end that first quarter off on a high note right there for the Bearcats. They lead 17-9 at the end of 1. You're watching the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. And we're back here at the Bearcat Sports Network for the second quarter of today's ball game between the Fremont Tigers and the Kearney High Bearcats. Caden Miller taking it up for the Bearcats. Vanderbeek was trying to find Miller.
Low pass to Vanderbeek.
Miller's going to pass it to Dahlgren, and Dahlgren lays it up and in. Great vision right there by Caden Miller, who is coming towards the basket and just saw Dahlgren's defender come off for the help. As that shot is no good, and it's going to be a rebound by Miller. It's going to be a jump ball, and the Tigers will take possession. Sullen will inbound for the Tigers. Limbach is going to put up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Vanderbeek. Dahlgren. Dahlgren's being guarded by Limbach. Now Miller with the ball. Weiss. Hands it up to Miller. Miller finds Mundorf. Mundorf in the corner. Yes! 3-pointer for Jack Mundorf.
That was nothing but net.
And that shot is good right there. And it's looking like he got fouled right there. That was number 21, Carter Sintek, on the lay. He's holding his face right there. Looked like he got hit in the face.
What?
Wasn't quite sure what happened right
there. They had a better view than we did.
So Sintek will shoot 1 of 1. And that's good. 22-12 advantage Bearcats. A great pass
Long
down
throw.
for Vanderbeek and one. Finishes through the contact. Number 21, Carter Sintek. It's going to be called for the foul.
And Vanderbeek is going to be shooting 1. Shot is
And
up,
that is off.
just off the backboard. Back in the net.
It's going to be no shot right here. It's going to be a foul on Miller.
That'll send him to the line to shoot 1-on-1, and that's the team's 7th foul.
That is also Caden Miller's 2nd foul on the day. So Sullen cannot convert on the free throw. Rebounded by Mundorf. And Mundorf with a deep 3. That is cash. Jack Mundorf, that is the 2nd 3 of the game. And that's going to be a charge.
Wise picking up where he left off in the last home game. Last one he collected 4 charges.
When you're built like him, I mean, you can take those charges.
Most of the time you'd think he'd be the one dishing them out, but
Dahlgren is going to lost the handle right there, but he picks it back up. Passes it off to Carter Lee. Lee is going to pass it off to Mundorf. Mundorf for 3 again. Heat check, no good.
Into the hands of, we've said his name a few times, I swear.
Limbach.
Number 22, Micah Moore.
Limbach is trying to work his way in the post, and it looks like he's going to be fouled by Vanderbeek right there. So he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Vanderbeek not happy with that foul. It's his 3rd, so we might not. We'll see Ben Johnson come in for him.
Yeah, you hate to see somebody like Vanderbeek, who's such a vital part of this Bearcat team, to get in foul trouble so early in this game.
Up and
Limbach makes his first of 2.
He wasn't happy with that one. He thought he got all ball. Bronick said, just calm down. It's okay, move on.
Number 44, Ben Johnson.
No good on that shot, but
Goes over to
the Fremont
14.
will get the board, so they'll have a second chance at this one.
Moore coming up with the shot over to 44.
Limbach. He's going to pass it off to Sellen. And Sellen will head off to Sagehorn. Sagehorn is going to put it up and in, but he gets his own board and no good on that one. It's going to be rebounded by Carter Lee. So the the Tigers come up empty-handed after that rebound off the free throw.
2 offensive rebounds and still unable to come up with anything.
And checking in for the Tigers will be number 11, Jackson Siza.
Also in for Kearney, number 24.
Number 24 coming in, Ryan.
No,
that's
Tristan Milan coming in for the
Milan.
Bearcats.
Was looking at the wrong 24.
Miller will inbound to Lee. Lee to Johnson. Johnson's going to work his way inside, and yeah, he looked like he got fouled right there. That should be a foul on. Yeah, it's going to be a foul on number 21, Carter Sintek.
I was going to say 14.
Excuse me, they're going to call that on 14. Sintek was in the vicinity, but it'll be on Ashton Sagehorn. That's his first.
He's shooting 2.
Johnson's first is good.
Makes it 27-13, 14-point lead for the Bearcats. 4:56 left to go in the first half.
And Johnson goes 2 for 2 from the line on that trip.
Thanks, Johnson. Didn't have to crack my scoreboard that time.
Bearcats have done a good job of closing out so far on defense.
Charge
That's
again.
Gonna be a charge. That's awfully close because I didn't know if Mundorf got his feet set.
Another thing
they called it a charge.
Another thing they're going to look at, especially when that is, the officials aren't always looking at the feet. It'll kind of be if you just get your center of mass right in front of him and set.
That's true.
And he did there, and he kind of went up high too. In my opinion, great job selling it of Mundorf. I think he did it. I could at least hear him from here, so they did a great job selling it too.
Hit the wood pretty hard. I could hear that.
I have another player in for Micah Moore who committed the foul.
Tristan Milan's going to pass it out to Johnson. Johnson's going to try to force up a shot. No good. And that ball is still loose. And it's going to be picked up by the Tigers. Carter Sintek on the board. It's going to be a foul called on Carter Lee. There's been quite a few fouls on this Bearcat team. They have 9 so far in this game. Tigers have 7, but nonetheless. And that's Carter Lee's first foul on the day.
This has not been a clean game.
Officials being a little more strict with the fouls today, setting the tone of the way they want this game to go.
Number 5, Drew Sellen will shoot. And that shot is good. So we'll have a second one. Both teams in the bonus now. And he goes 2 for 2 from the line. Tigers showing a little bit of a press. Mundorf will take the ball up for the Bearcats. And he'll slip and hit the floor. And that shot is no good. And there's going to be a foul called. Converting on that layup was Jackson Siza. Number 24, Tristan Milan called for the foul. So, story about mispronouncing Tristan's name. So, at the tennis banquet, Tristan also plays tennis during the fall. Well, he did. He's a senior now, but at the banquet, coach actually said it was like Tristan Malone or something like that. And yeah, that was. Yeah, sometimes that got me confused, and we were making fun of him in the group chat for that. And Mundorf tried the reverse layup, no good on that one.
Yeah, his name I've heard many times pronounced wrong.
I know I've heard many. I've seen many interesting spellings. Mailhan. I've seen a lot. His nickname actually in middle school for Horizon Middle School basketball was Mailman Milan.
Hey, that was mine too. They recycled it. Yeah, I was.
Mitch,
They gave me mailman as well.
That's awesome. You know what? I forget what mine was, but I remember just a few. Not a lot, but a few. Gosh.
The nicknames I was given in middle school are not fit to say on the air, so.
Okay.
Oh, all right then. And that
To
shot
be
is good
fair-
by Ben Johnson.
To be fair, ours came from the basketball coaching staff, so yours is a little bit different.
Oh, yeah.
You're in a little bit different of a situation. I know, back to the last name thing. I've been in school with Tristan's younger sister, Paige. We went to elementary school, middle school, and now high school together. So I've had plenty of classes with her. So every year it's, get the mispronunciations every once in a while.
Bearcats lead 31-18 with 3 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the first half. Working in the paint goes Ashton Sagehorn. He converts. Sagehorn, whenever he gets the ball in the post, seems to just go to work. He gets a bucket. Feddersen is going to drive in, and it's a nice finish right there. Cole Feddersen getting 2 right there.
Fight through the little bit of contact it took to get all the way down there.
It's going to Sagehorn trying to work in the post, and he's going to pass out this time. Selling with the ball. All covered. And that three-pointer no good from Siza.
Micah Moore tries to pass it back to his team, but it's going to end up in the hands
Great
of
hustle by
Feddersen.
Moore,
No.
and a little scuffle for the ball now, and that ball's going to go out. And
Got a few
it'll
players down on the
stay
floor.
with the Bearcats.
I stood up for that one. Yeah, I agree with that bit.
Yeah.
That went off his foot at the very end. I think we've all given up on our cheers now.
Yep.
Yeah.
We need to stretch our legs. Kind of.
We've got a bar right in front of us, and typically we can see through like the cracks, but the senior banners are up right now.
So many seniors on the band, man.
Oh, yeah. The band is wonderful.
Carter Lee
but
will
we
drive in, and he'll
Oof.
be fouled hard right there by number 13, Brady Walter. So Lee will go to the line and shoot, too.
Right now it looks like
Excuse me, that foul was on Ashton Sagehorn. That's the second.
Misses his first free throw. Keeps the lead at 13.
so far it looks like Vanderbeek is leading the Bearcats in points, and number 21, Carter Sintek, is leading the Tigers.
Yeah, points very spread out for both teams here. Vanderbeek has 9, but right up behind him, Jack Dahlgren with 8. And then Mundorf has 6 himself, so there's plenty of spread out scoring.
Sagehorn, no good on that attempt. Ben Johnson trying to work his way around, and it's going to be a foul called on Fremont.
Ben Johnson knew it, and he heads straight to the line, but that'll be the 10th foul, so he'll go to double bonus.
Sagehorn is called for another foul. That is his third. So he's also in a little bit of foul trouble now. Jack Mundorf will check in for the Bearcats after the shot.
Johnson's first shot is up and good.
Mundorf will come in for Feddersen. Ben Johnson has 5 right now.
His second shot is good.
And 6.
36-20 in favor of the Bearcats. 1:53 left to go.
And shot is no good from Millard. Ben Johnson taking it up the court. No good.
Contested layup, not quite.
Rebounded by Walter.
Foul
Dahlgren will be
called
called for another foul, and that's going to be
Dahlgren's first foul.
10 fouls for the Bearcats just this half.
Both teams in double bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Bearcats have been there a little bit long. Well, Bearcats have had their 10 fouls a little bit longer than Fremont.
And that shot is good. Shot by Carter Sintek. And his second is also good, so he goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line.
He's up to 8 points.
Then Johnson's going to pass it out to Dahlgren. Dahlgren back to Johnson. Lee to Mundorf.
To Miller. Back to
Lee.
Dahlgren up for 3.
Excellent ball movement right there by the Bearcats, finding the open man, finding the open shot, just moving it around. Got a lot of good off-ball moves right there, and it results in a Jack Dahlgren three-pointer. He has 11 points on the game. And that shot is good. Carter Sintek cashing that one in from deep. 39-25, less than a minute remaining in the first half. Dahlgren being well pressured right there by the Tigers defense.
Able to step through the double team.
And Dahlgren trying to work his way around, but finds Carter Lee. Great vision right there. Find Carter Lee right under the basket, and a great cut by Lee to get open.
19 seconds left in this half.
Mundorf playing tight defense, and ooh.
Dahlgren went for the steal. Didn't get it.
That shot no good from Brady Walter.
That's got to be some court burns.
And
He
Dahlgren
just ran straight up into the rowdy section.
Dahlgren says hi to the Rowdies and heads to the locker room, and we will cut our mics, but we have the Buffalo Roofing half-court shot contest. We have a grand prize of, I believe it's $1,000. Am I right?
It is. And Ben Johnson, who last year won it 3 times.
But he
I
won
think he got
3 times.
$3,000 for Buffalo Roofing at the end of the year total.
Kid was making bank off of this contest, and I tell you what, it's really fun, and I need to buy some tickets for this. That'd be awful fun.
I'm not shooting if you get picked.
I think you want Ben shooting.
Yep, just call him out from the bench, from the locker room. It's like, hey, Ben, we need you to shoot this now.
All right, we got our winner. We'll be back after a bit.
All right.
You're watching the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank.
He gets to go with the wind or against the wind, whichever one he wants.
Kicker? Oh, wait. He's a messenger.
Three attempts from half court for $1,000.
Oh, it is kicker. Oh my gosh. Oh, blue shot.
Ooh! Not a touch. Go for the bank shot. Second attempt. Nobody's in the air at all. Third final attempt. Jeremiah, here we go. There it is. Oh, and out. Thank you for participating. You're going to keep the ball.
Well, all my dreams are sweet.
Life is about waking up to a brand new dream. We're the local bank that's with you, wherever it leads, because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank.
Well, all my dreams are sweet.
Life is about waking up to a brand new dream. We're the local bank that's with you, wherever it leads, because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank.
Well, all my dreams are sweet.
Life is about waking up to a brand new dream. We're the local bank that's with you, quite like our middle of everywhere. We're the bank that'll help you celebrate everything it brings. Because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. There's no place quite
And welcome back to the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank, and a little bit of an alternate angle here. Hello, everybody.
Especially seeing that we only have one camera today.
And so the theme for the Rowdies is whiteout.
I
And
didn't know that.
everybody came prepared except for Mitchell over here. He's wearing some blue.
I'm going to defend myself because, you know, every single football game, even though we only saw us once, I was still in theme
He's
where
also-
you guys were not. So
he's
I'm going to
wearing-
defend myself with that.
He's wearing a basketball shirt.
Yeah, and I still have the Kearney High basketball shirt.
Yeah, I mean, he gets a pass, but
Yeah.
he's just a little
Fake
bit of an
pass.
outlier. You know what? We have maybe 5 people down there who are on the Rowdy section who aren't really participating in the theme either. But you know what? Like Mitchell, he was wearing a Rudolph onesie.
I was. You know, see, when
Yes.
you guys weren't, we see the large group there. It's, you know, numbers a little bit dwindled because, you know, it's halftime and we went and get food. But, yeah, looks a lot better as a large group. In my opinion, it doesn't matter as much from up here because, you know.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Nobody really sees us, but you know what? You gotta stay dripped up because
Yeah, it's like a Zoom call. Like, we just have to be professional in our voices.
yeah.
If we take a quick look at some of the halftime stats and some of the halftime keys of the game, Jack Dahlgren leads the team with 11 points. Vanderbeek comes up right behind him with 9. However, Vanderbeek now has 3 fouls on himself. And so Vanderbeek, his 3 fouls does put him in foul trouble. He's got 3 fouls. Miller's got 2 fouls. Miller, you know, quite a bit of a, I would say, letdown almost, you know, just because it's he's coming off of a 33-point game, and he now has 2, I think, maybe 0 points.
Yeah.
But one thing, if we're looking at one of the Bearcats' strengths, has been ball movement and ball pressure. Ball movement, they're reversing the ball, getting plenty of open looks, and doing that, they're hitting their threes. But their ball movement, their ball pressure is forcing turnovers, getting them easy looks down low on the fast breaks.
Yeah.
However, turnovers are going to be part of that ball movement. Is their turnovers are going to be an issue if they keep up what they had part of the way through the first quarter.
And no good right there by the shot by Vanderbeek. Yeah, the Bearcats have been getting some good ball movement. They've maybe cleaned up a few mistakes. We had a lot of turnovers in the first half, and yeah, I agree.
Pretty much exact same thing to go for Fremont on the same side of stuff. They've showed some ball pressure as well. They need to keep that up, maybe increase it almost a little bit, and then they need to find a way to get out of Kearney's traps that they spring up every once in a while.
And good defense right there, fending off the shot. And that shot is good by Parker Weiss.
Part of that, looking up the court, seeing all that stuff, and finds Parker Wise for the easy 2.
Sintek, no good on the shot, rebounded by Caden Miller.
Over to Mundorf.
Caden Miller thought about the pass to Wise as he was open again for just a
Here's Vanderbeek.
brief second.
No good, and almost a good follow right there by Weiss. But the Tigers come up with the rebound and almost stolen away by Weiss, and there's going to be no shot. There's going to be a foul called.
Foul is called on Kearney's number 4, Mundorf.
Foul called on Jack
That's going to be
Mundorf.
called on Jack Mundorf.
His first foul of the game.
I have anyway.
In for Vanderbeek is number 44, Ben Johnson.
Sorry if we are sounding a little fuzzy with the some wires are just kind of messing with us a little bit. We're not quite sure what's going on, but
Up
trying to solve it.
Nope.
Ben Johnson with the board right there for the Bearcats.
Over to Dahlgren.
Dahlgren passes over to Weiss. Weiss scoops it off to Miller. And yeah, Johnson's going to be called for the carry right there.
Johnson thought he had his pivot foot.
Yep, almost.
They're going to say he changed it.
Micah Moore bringing the ball up for the Tigers.
Carter Lee heads to the scores table.
And good block right there. And oh, they're going to call a foul on the shot. That looked like it was all ball.
And their arms are straight up, so it's kind of.
I'm a little shocked on that call right there. It looked like Ben Johnson got all ball on that, but he's going to be called for the foul.
Yep, more at the line. Okay, up.
Moore's first shot is good. Checking into the game for the Bearcats will be Carter Lee.
He'll give Parker Wise a rest.
Moore's second shot is no good. And fumbled, and it's going to be rebounded by the Tigers. Rebounded and scored right there by Brady Walter. Pass downfield. Mundorf for three. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Mundorf.
Just trying to recover yourself, aren't you?
Yep. Ben Johnson is going to drive and pass it out to Mundorf. Mundorf open for three. Good.
Get to this time. He got his own rebound before that off the tip from Carter Lee.
He's having a great day shooting. Carter Seentek trying to work against Mundorf. Moore drives in and finishes. 48-30 in favor of the Bearcats. Got 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
I missed what happened, but something happened where they got Bronick upset and caught the eye of a few fans.
I think somebody pushed off Mundorf.
He was playing tight D, so it may have gotten him a little frustrated.
Ooh, Miller with a nice Euro step going around his defender and scoring.
50,
Gorgeous move right there.
And Bearcats lead 50-30. That is Miller's first points of the night. I mentioned at halftime, he's going off with 33-point games. It's a little bit quiet of a night for him.
Mbach is going to pass into Moore, and Moore cannot convert on the shot, but he was fouled, so he's going to go to the line and shoot two.
Be Johnson's third foul, 2 of them in the last couple of minutes.
Shooting 2 will be Moore.
Vanderbeek and Wise will come in here after the free throw.
Moore's first shot is no good. Checking in for the Bearcats will be Parker Weiss and Will Vanderbeek. Ben Johnson and Jack Dahlgren will check out of the game. Micah Moore's second is good. Goes 1 for 2 on that trip. Lee will take the ball up for the Bearcats. Carter Lee is going to pass it off to Weiss. Weiss finds Miller.
Just barely.
Miller with a great recovery off of the almost errant pass right there from Weiss.
Great work with the pivot foot there by Weiss. Over to Mundorf.
Mundorf looking. And Vanderbeek pump fakes. Good defense. Good closeout right here by the Tigers. They're not letting up much. As Mundorf tries to drive in, and Weiss is going to drive in, and that was a great block right there by Drew Sellen. And Sellen for three. No good, an air ball.
The tip from, I believe the pass was tipped. Well, the shot was tipped, excuse me. Shot was tipped by Carter.
Great defense right there by the Bearcats. And that shot is good from Parker Weiss.
And they gave the assist to Mundorf. So. And that play ran for almost a minute. So to me, it looks like the Bearcats have a good lead. They're just kind of running the clock a little bit right now.
Fremont certainly isn't letting up any easy shots for the Bearcats.
Shot once again errant from the Tigers. That's going to be tipped up by Mundorf. He'll stay with the Tigers. More subs coming in. In for the Bearcats is Ben Johnson and Jack Dahlgren. In for the Tigers is number 24, Ryan Dix. We have number 2, Brady Millard.
Third one I can't catch.
Yeah, I missed the third one. I believe that wasn't number 13, Brady
13
Walter?
was already in there,
Ah.
I think.
And that shot's no good. Great contest from this.
Back to Dahlgren.
Vanderbeek is 6'6", but his reach makes him like 7'5" at least.
Yeah, he's
Without the vertical.
Yeah, without the vertical is right. And Vanderbeek will get it, and he will dunk. Flushes it home. Number 5, Drew Sellen, looked like he was about to get posterized right there. And that three is no good. Rebounded by Carter Lee. That shot by Carter Sintek. And a great pass into Parker Weiss, and he finishes. And that was Carter Lee with a great pass.
Kind of looking at some of today's game and some of the past games. Carter's been a great on-ball defender. I know. I can't think of his name, but he played defense along with Mundorf on a 3-star Loyola commit, and so I know that that game was a little bit different for him. They kind of had to guard him the entire time.
Yeah. St. Thomas. Are you talking about?
Yeah.
Millard North.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not Millard North. We haven't played them yet.
Oh wait.
Oh.
Are you talking about last year?
No, it was this year. It was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
He's a Loyola commit?
Some guy was.
Man, I don't know who you're talking about.
You were gone for that one.
All right. Well, we'll find that information. Man, I didn't know that there was like another Loyola commit in the state. I thought that St. Thomas was like the last guy that I've heard of anyway. Ben Johnson fighting for the ball, but it's going to be stolen away by Jackson Siza. Siza short on the shot. And even if it got there, I think that Vanderbeek would have gotten to it and knocked it away. Miller's going to pass to Lee. Lee's going to drive in. And a little long right there. That's going to be out on the Bearcats, so the Tigers will take possession. 33 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Bearcats lead 57-34. Taking up the ball is Micah Moore. Limbach is going to try to go to work against Dahlgren, and no good on that shot, rebounded by Vanderbeek.
15 seconds. Bearcats going to hold out for last shot, it appears.
Dahlgren, tried to lob it up to Vanderbeek, but Vanderbeek collects it and converts it. So the Bearcats have a sizable lead right here. They lead 59-34, but we still got a fourth quarter to play. We're going to see how that goes. Exciting action coming up here in Kearney, Nebraska. You're watching the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank.
Like our middle of everywhere. We're the bank that'll help you celebrate everything it brings. Because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. There's no place quite like our middle of everywhere. We're the bank that'll help you celebrate everything it brings. Because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. There's no place quite like our middle of everywhere. We're the bank that'll help you celebrate everything it brings. Because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. There's no place quite like our middle of everywhere. We're the bank that'll help you celebrate everything it brings. Because we're more than a bank in Nebraska. We're Nebraska in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. There's no place quite like our middle of everywhere. We're the bank that'll help you.
And we're back here at the Bearcat Sports Network, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. If you're just joining us, the Bearcats are leading the Tigers 59-34. And it's not that Fremont has played like super bad, but they've just been well contested.
Yeah, Fremont's playing one of their better games.
Yeah,
they've only got one win on the season.
They're definitely playing one of their better games. And that shot is in and out, no good from Drew Sellen. And Mundorf with the patience and no good on the shot. And there's going to be an over-the-back foul on Parker Weiss.
His third foul.
thinking for the Bearcats right now, your goal is just to just increase your lead, get more players in for playing time. Good defense from the Bearcats. Parker Weiss went for the steal, but no good.
Oh!
And there's going to be a charge called. Mundorf draws his second charge of the night.
Third total. Parker Wise picked one up earlier, too.
That was called on Drew Sellen. That was his second foul on the night.
Looks like Dahlgren's taking it down the court. Over to Miller, back to Dahlgren.
Vanderbeek, of course, mentioned at the beginning of the game, Vanderbeek made his return to the lineup today.
Nice block right there by Sellen. There's going to be a travel called on the Tigers. Not many people can really go up with Vanderbeek like that, but he got his hand on that one. Miller's going to pass it into Vanderbeek. Vanderbeek going to try to work the post. And he's going to try to put it off and banks it off the glass. And Will Vanderbeek will not tell me how many points he has, but
To wait for it to cycle through.
man, I tell you what, he's been having an excellent game. He's got
15, leads the team.
Oh,
Yep.
Vanderbeek, yep. Beat me to it.
Parker Weiss collecting the down court pass. Mundorf with a deep three, and he makes it. He makes it up and in. It wasn't the prettiest, but he got the job done.
It's not 5 yet. Bank's still open.
That puts him at 14
That is true.
points.
It's only
is true.
4:45.
Yeah. You could go cash that check right now if you want.
Any payday quite yet? And Mundorf is going to get. That was a clean strip right there by Jackson Sizer, just getting that
hear
hand.
the ball meet the hand from up here.
Yeah, that was so crisp that the refs heard that and they just couldn't dispute that. That was a great defensive play right there. Ever seen the video of James Harden doing that a couple years ago?
I have.
That's the best defensive play of James Harden's career. The man does not play defense.
No. As many highlights he has on defense, they were twice as many lowlights, I should say.
Yeah. There's a lot more lowlights.
But, I mean, when you can shoot like that on offense, it balances out.
Fell on,
It shouldn't, but it does.
It shouldn't, but it does.
13 from Fremont had that foul. That's going to be Brady Walter with Parker Weiss at the line to shoot.
Parker Weiss. No good on the first one off the front iron. And checking in for the Bearcats will be Ben Johnson. He'll check in for Will Vanderbeek.
30-point lead. We'll have to see if we give anybody else a shot here.
It's up.
The second shot is good, so 1 for 2 from the line. Carter Sintek taking the ball up for the Tigers. And great steal right there by Caden Miller. Not anybody running down court, so we're just going to slow down the tempo just a little bit. Ben Johnson going to drive in, and a great play.
Through three defenders' arms.
That was great. He took it like around the defender and just laid it up in, and that was a gorgeous move right there by Ben Johnson. A headsy play right there by the freshman.
And that sends 3 players to the. We now have 4.
Yep.
One of them new, Ty Lytle. He'll check in a bit. He'll be his first minutes.
Love to see it with Ty Lytle checking into the game. That's my boy right there.
That'll get all the seniors in.
And the ball is stolen by Parker Weiss. And tried a little no-look pass to Jack Mundorf.
He had the defender fooled with that one. He looked towards the other direction.
that was great.
That was a nice shot.
All right, so we're going to have Carter Lee, Tristan Milan, Cole Feddersen, and Ty Lytle checking into this ball game.
Ben Johnson will stay in.
It's I was almost going to say it's an all-senior lineup, but nope, Ben Johnson's there, and he's nowhere close to being a senior.
Nor is Carter.
Nor is Carter either. And I tell you what, like with moves like Ben Johnson, like moves like that he's going to be making like in the future, and like mind you, he's playing a vital role on varsity.
Seems we always find our Will Vanderbeek just in time. We
Right?
found Vanderbeek as a sophomore. He started getting minutes. Now we've got Ben Johnson here right as Vanderbeek's about to leave.
It's going to be interesting to see the development of his career. And Tristan Milan tried to go up for the dunk, but
just short on
just
it.
kind of put it in there. And I tell you what, Tristan can get up.
Yeah, that was like a classic example of what they always used to teach me at basketball. Can't put your hand in the cookie jar.
Great steal right there by Tristan Milan, and Milan can't finish, but Lytle gets it in.
It looks like that's the last time we saw the starting five. They've moved down to the end of the bench.
Looks like their night is over. We're going to see.
There goes Straka.
Straka's going to get in. We're probably going to see Murray.
That's Poppy.
No, Poppy? All right.
I had class with him last semester. It's like Adrian or something.
And there's going to be a foul called. It's going to be called on Cole Federson.
Yeah, so into the game, Colt Straka and Adrian Poppy takes out Ben Johnson and Carter Lee.
Not going to lie, I see a lot of people around the school. Poppy, I completely, like, that's a new one for me. I thought he was someone else. I'm not going to say who it was, but I thought he was someone else. All right, and that shot right there by Mason Limbach in. 73 to 36, advantage to the Bearcats. And Tristan Milan works his way in and converts. So he's on the board too. And wouldn't it be something to get all these Bearcats on the scoreboard?
Get them all on there, yeah, that'd be great.
Every single one.
I'll take a look at how many of them are on.
And that three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Poppy. Cole Federson showing some razzle-dazzle, and Ty Lytle can't make the three-pointer, in and out.
Is that an official term?
The only four players that are not on the score sheet yet are Colt Straka, Adrian Poppy, Trayvon Beckman, and Justin Murray. Justin Murray and Beckman are on their way in.
We got 2 minutes to see if this
We
can
got 2
happen.
minutes to get them all to score.
And that three-pointer, no good. Colt Straka with the rebound. He got on the score sheet with that one.
He's on the score sheet. Score Vision app doesn't track.
And oh my goodness.
Federson with the magic.
Jelly fam right there with Cole Federson.
Mitch and Nolan know all these people until they have like catchphrases and nicknames for all of them, and I'm like, what?
Well, if we're going off people I've met, see, I haven't met that many that you think of. I've gotten really good at memorizing names.
Okay.
Limbach will shoot two here for the Tigers. Poppy commits his first foul. And no good on the first. And Murray and Trevin Beckman will come in.
They'll take out Tristan Milan and Cole Federson. Milan has 4 points himself, so he's got his points.
And no good on the second, rebounded by Colt Straka.
Everybody but Ty Lytle is looking for their first points.
Straka for three, in and out, no good. It's gonna be rebounded by Poppy. Poppy's gonna pass it. It's gonna be called for a travel though.
I believe we have hit the running clock point.
Yes, we have.
Yep. There's actually.
So 40 point. If you're up 40, there's gonna be a running clock. So 77-36.
Bearcats can hit the flood, kind of open the floodgates after kind of a slow start to the first half, and it's resulted in this 41-point win.
Bearcats will advance to 4-3 as they will head to Garden City. Kansas on January 3rd. Garden City, just updated now is 4-2, so.
Poppy gets the board. I think the Rowdies want him to shoot, but they will not get what they wish. And the Bearcats winning handily here tonight. They win 77-36 over the Fremont Tigers. And Mitchell, do you have anything that you would like to say about this game?
Kearney played a great game. They had both teams struggled at the very beginning. You know, they turnover after turnover. They ended up playing very well. They came back the second half, as you said, just opened the floodgates. Gave them a 41-point win over Fremont, who at halftime was like a 17-point lead. So really, that is an amazing. They did amazingly well to outscore Fremont in the second half by an immense amount.
Yeah, the Bearcats, they got a lot to look forward to this season. Like I've said it before, like they can play with anybody in the state.
And yeah, from that winter press conference we hosted, that was hosted here, they said they want to go beat teams that they aren't supposed to beat. They're not high on that many people's list. They're not ranked in top 10, nothing like that. So they want to go into those places and win games they're not supposed to win.
Absolutely. If you can do that, you can do great, and hey, you can make a run at state in Lincoln and it's a couple months away. It's crazy to think about.
Almost there.
All right,
anything's possible at this point.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for tuning in. We want to thank Pinnacle Bank for their financial support. We want to thank Strive for giving us this opportunity to do this broadcast. We'd like to thank our supervisor, Mr. Goff, and this opportunity that he's brought this group together to do this. So from
He's signaling to us.
so
I don't read lips well. I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
all right. So from Mitchell, from Alex, from Tasha, who just showed up halfway through the game, and I'm glad she joined us for the second half.
Yeah.
I'm Nolan Dart, and we're signing off here at the Bearcat Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and have a happy New Year.